The UK's counter-terror chief has warned about the high possibility of an attack, adding the threat level is the highest it's been right now.
An attack is highly likely.
Yes.
And we've been there since late 14, and sort of it's probably going to stay there for some time, I suggest. A sustained threat level, this is the highest it can be.
The statement follows new research by a British think tank examining all terror convictions related to Islamism in the UK between 1998 and 2015. The research reveals that almost 80% of those involved in attacks have been previously known to the authorities. Bombings are the most frequent form of attack, followed by stabbings and beheadings, along with vehicle attacks, according to the reports. My colleague Neil Harvey got some contrasting viewpoints on this story from Mohammed Shafiq, chief executive of the Ramadan Foundation, and from political activist Paul Whiffen.
The Henry Jackson Society say terrorism in the UK is focused on ethnically diverse areas. Mohammed, what do you make of this report and that claim?
Well, first of all, I think the credibility of the Henry Jackson Society, which is a neoconservative right-wing establishment, as an authoritative voice when it comes to these issues, I think it's just laughable. But having said that, yes, we have faced a terrorist threat in this country from September 11th onwards, from people who claim to be Muslims, who are distorting our Islamic faith and carrying out the most barbaric actions we've seen anywhere in the world. And so we are resolutely determined to speak up, to challenge, to campaign against terrorism in all its forms. And, you know, any report that comes out like this, which is, you know, targeted towards one particular community, should be rejected.
Their only option when a report like this comes out is to trash the organisation that's put it out. The fact of the matter is the barbarians are amongst us. We're doing nothing but apologising to them for making them worse. And the people that we have let into this country over the last 20 or 30 years hate us and want to kill us.
There's 3 million Muslims in this country, of which a few hundred have been convicted of terrorism. Why would you want to tarnish
a few hundred go around
Muslim?
killing people
anybody
in the
that's
name
lying,
of Allah. There's only a few hundred killing people, so that's okay. Is that what you're saying? There's only a few hundred.
Yeah, and
that want to
you
behead
blame
people
all
in the
Muslims.
street.
That's
There's
your problem.
only a few hundred.
You blame all Muslims.
They're reading the Quran
are no
and getting
different
their
from ISIS and Al-Qaeda, who want to see a clash of civilization.
I am relieved to hear that finally mosques and other Islamic cultural centres are doing something about reporting these people, because we're not allowed to go in there and check.
We've been doing it for 13 years.
What in these places.
Sir, we've been doing it for 13 years. The threats that I received are coming from Al-Shabaab and they're coming from Al-Qaeda because of the work I did against terrorism. I was under police protection only a few years ago because of that. And actually, if you want to come and see the reality, I welcome you to Manchester.
Yes, but it's not about whether I'm welcome or not. It's whether anyone's in there with CCTV footage monitoring what's being said to people in mosques.
If you go to the mosque and the community centres, there is no evidence at all, and I speak to the intelligence agencies on a regular basis, that any mosque is endorsing or involved in terrorism. If that was the case, yes, I admit it was the case in 2001, but the mosques have been reclaimed from the extremists. You can't accuse Muslims of not doing anything, and then when we're on the front line fighting those battles and putting our family and ourselves at risk from those terrorist groups around the world, then we turn around and there's no support from the likes of you. I mean, come and get real.